How many countries have you been to?
16. That was very fun. They actually said, "Can I have your autograph?" They thought I was famous.
They're going to Ukraine to have success. What was your experience like? Did you experience the woman there?
You like those Russian? Like, oh no! You like German girls? And I said, "Yeah, you're very beautiful." They said, "You can have both of us." I asked her, I wanted to meet her family. She was very reluctant, pregnant with another Dominican, and she didn't know if it was mine or his.
Hey guys, it's me again. You know what it is, Jay the Black Filipino TV. Now today, this happened what, 2 days ago, right? I have another brother that's from close around where I'm from, right? He's from a little bit of the other side, but still, he's from Queens. And I got my brother here, Byron, in the building. What's going on, brother?
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Your voice. It's fun to see and meet you. Thank you.
We're here. We're gonna try some Filipino food. So I do want to get a taste test with him too. I want to get a taste test video with him to see how he reacts to the Filipino food. Because when he first came here, he said, "I want to try Filipino food. I don't want to try anything else." I said, "We got to bring him here so he can see how it is." So we're gonna try that. But anyway, other than that, man, how's your trip? How's it been since you've been here so far?
Other than the jet lag, so far it is an adventure.
Yeah.
It feels, just like Captain Kirk. Let's boldly go someplace where we haven't gone before.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying, just knowing that I'm doing something different instead of just doing the same thing. I'm never ever expanding my horizons, never ever seeing anything different or doing anything different.
Yeah, cool. So I want to ask, man, since you said that, that's a good answer. How many countries have you been to?
16.
Woo! 16 countries. So you got to break them down. Give us some names of the countries, man.
Trinidad,
Okay.
Venezuela, Mexico, Canada, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Germany, Panama, Colombia, Dominican Republic.
Okay.
That's just a few.
Yeah. So I want to ask about Ukraine and Germany, because the reason why I said that, because women like to say back home, "Oh, you guys don't go to Germany. You guys don't go to places like Ukraine." A bunch of brothers that are going to Germany and having success. They're going to Ukraine and having success. What was your experience like? Did you experience the woman there?
I met someone online.
Okay.
And when I went there, I had a really good time. Just getting out of the airport, people were staring at me, I guess in amazement.
Yeah.
And when I got to there's a McDonald's in Kiev, I couldn't pay for my food.
Wow.
They would not allow me to pay for my food. They actually said, "Can I have your autograph?" They thought I was famous. So they gave my food for free.
Wow.
And in a lot of places, in one of the places where she lived at, it's called Melnitsky. People were actually running up to me, taking photographs of me, or they actually thought I was famous. A lot of places I couldn't pay for my food, and it was just overwhelming to feel that amount of love from people who were completely different from you, void of your language, but they really were I don't want to say enthralled, but enamored with having this stranger come to their country.
Wow.
Germany, excuse me.
Okay.
I discovered while I was there, because I was there for 31 days, that we could take a Euro train and go someplace.
Okay.
So we got on the Euro train. We went to Germany. We were in Berlin. That was our first place. And then we went to a place called Cologne. Lo and behold, she was in a store buying what's called Berliners, donuts. And I'm just pacing outside while she's in there, and two German girls came up and approached me and asked me, was I there by myself?
Wow.
Yeah. And I said, no, I have a friend. And they was like, you have a friend? And they was like, oh, he has a friend. So now they're talking in German, and then I saw it, oh, hold on. They think I have a friend.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, no, I'm with her. And so now they're talking. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm with her. And they're like, you like those Russian? I'm like, oh no, don't call her that. She's not Russian. She's from Ukraine. They said, same place. Oh. And then they're like telling me, you like German girls? And I said, yeah, you're very beautiful. They said, you can have both of us. You can be with both of us.
Really?
So yes, they actually offered both of them with, for me to go with them and leave her.
Wow.
And leave her. That's how, much they were attracted to, I want to call brothers from another mother, from New York.
Yeah.
And I was really tempted, to actually go. And I've actually told myself, I have to go back to Germany because the love that I got there the first time, going, I discovered there was a Hooters there. When I was in Hooters, there was actually, she saw it. There was actually a girl, when I went to the bathroom to wash my hands, she saw this girl get up and was waiting in the bathroom trying to talk to me.
Wow.
So yes, German women are very audacious.
Yeah.
And they love, black guys.
You know what it is? I guess a lot of times from what you hear and then you never experienced it. So they see you and they're like, I gotta have my opportunity. It's kind of like, I guess it's like that, man. It's like that in Thailand and other places, but I've never heard really like that in Germany.
Yes, it is.
But I've seen it though. I was actually looking at on TikTok, I seen a girl, she's from Estonia. And a guy asked her, "Oh, would you ever date a black guy?"
How do you feel about black men? Like, do you...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It's just about...
It's okay, it's black or white or how...
He said, unfortunately, I haven't. I said, wow. So, women from these other countries, they do want brothers.
I don't care at all, but I'm really into black men. My ex-boyfriend
That's a
Thai.
So why are you into black men? Tell me why.
I don't know. I think they have like charisma and things, but I have good experience with them, and I don't know. I have a lot of fun with them.
So only black now, nothing else.
Yeah, once you go black, you never go back.
Let's definitely go to Germany.
See, Americans are a rarity and a specialty here in Germany. So when my husband, back then boyfriend, came to Germany back in 06, I had to prove to him that I was better than everybody he dated before, and to be better than everybody that he could possibly date in the future. Prove to you, and I will do everything and anything that is in my power to show you that I am the one.
Don't listen to these women saying, you're not going to places like this brother went to, other brothers have too. You go too.
Just don't mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't mess it up. Don't go over there, getting women pregnant, causing problems, and then it's just like, okay, you know what? We don't want to deal with them because you're setting a bad example.
Exactly. Don't get over there and be a pookie and have 5 baby mamas and don't take care of them because you're gonna go home. Because I wouldn't doubt there's guys that have done it. Take us on that journey, man. Like some other countries you've been to, man, and some of the experiences. Like the best experience. Okay.
Trinidad was very fun.
Yeah.
That's how I also discovered that I could go to Venezuela.
Yeah.
But while I was in Trinidad for Carnival, I discovered that there's a nationality, or I think maybe a culture called Coolie girls.
Okay.
And they also like black guys.
Yeah.
The problem is they're like dark-skinned Indians.
Yeah, okay.
And because they're dark-skinned Indians, although they may like me, maybe their culture, like the males in their culture may say, he's not good enough for you. But if they were from just strictly Trinidad, like African-American Trinidad, they'll talk to you. Mm-hmm. But the women from like the Coolies, they're interested in you. Yeah. But as for like trying to, their family accepting you, it may not be something that they may allow. And it's the same thing within Guyana. I have Guyanese friends who are Indian. Mm-hmm. And there's the regular Guyanese, but there's the Indian Guyanese. And we're just not accepted. Yeah. And that's one of the sad things about, I've discovered now. Also while I was in Trinidad, I discovered that if they want to take your sneakers, they will walk up to you and put their foot right beside you. And that's how they see if you wear the same size, and they are marking you to steal your sneakers. Yeah. Well, they did that for me at Carnival in Juve.
Wow.
Yeah, they were trying to get my sneakers, mainly my Jordans. It bumped into me.
Yeah, yeah.
So typically, okay, because I'm from New York, it's like, all right, you're too close to me.
Yeah.
So I just sidestepped a little bit. And then he bumped into me again. Like, I looked at him like, yo, you know, I just moved away from you. And pardon me. So now I'm like serving him more than he's, you know,
He's trying to spark controversy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I'm seeing, like, you know, this person, it's like putting his foot, like, or his leg close by mine. I'm like, yo, why are you like trying to get this close to me? And so once I saw like his foot was by mine, I said, something doesn't feel right. Something's just off. So I just took myself out of like the situation and just walked back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And as I was explaining the situation to one of the staff, they was like, oh, he marked you. He was trying to steal your sneakers.
Been traveling to different countries. Have you ever fallen in love?
I can't say I fell in love, but I did have a deep connection with, you know, I want to say 2 women, which unfortunately, it didn't seem to work out, and that place was in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
There was a young woman that I met was in Santo Domingo, the capital. She was a medical student, and because she was a medical student, I said, wow, I got a winner.
Yeah.
You know, she's a medical student, she's very shy, she's very quiet, but she's educated. She's, you know, she's trying to do something with her life. I asked her, I wanted to meet her family. And she was very reluctant to let me meet her family. I said, okay, well, I can understand. Maybe you don't want to rush things that much. So I said, okay, cool. But I still was very eager to, you know, make sure that although I was living in Puerto Plata and she was living in Santo Domingo, which is a 4-hour difference, that I made sure that we saw each other at least like, you know, 3 times a month.
Yeah.
It was either I was there twice or she would come and visit me. And it was just like a little funny that sometimes she seemed a little like distant, like as if though spending as much time, at least like 3 times a month, was like too much. And I didn't feel that way because, you know, I know how someone may feel like, where are you at? Who are you with? What are you doing?
Yeah. We want like to be together all the time.
Of course, yeah.
And she was like 2 months. Twice a month is too much.
It was like 3 times a month. And it was actually 3 times a month. So I was always like, okay, 3 times a month we'll see each other.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 1 week we won't see each other. And we get to plan out, you know, when we do see each other, what we're going to do. And she seemed like sort of distant 1 week, that like it's like she wanted space. And I didn't understand, like, okay, you want space, no problem. But I thought maybe like I was overcrowding her. Maybe, you know, I'm like, you know, wanting to see her too much, or wanting to like, you know, show her family that I was really, you know, interested in investing time into, you know, a family member of theirs. And lo and behold, it was just that I wasn't a part of their culture. That's what it really was. Like, although I could speak Spanish, it wasn't, you know, Dominican Spanish. I still wasn't Dominican. And so there are certain things about, you know, integrating in another person's culture that you really won't understand, that you're not accepted, but there's like a guise.
Yeah.
That, okay, well, you're treating her good. We really don't have a reason to dislike you, but you're not one of us.
It's like that in Dominican Republic. Philippines not like that, but it's like that in DR, yeah.
You will find a Filipino that's super clingy, not super clingy, not super possessive, but
Oh yeah, she gonna abuse you every day. It's gonna be the opposite. Like, if you clean, you're gonna find that Filipina. I'm not saying you're gonna find it, but
possessive though.
yeah, no, you don't want one that's too possessive. But like, for instance, my Danica, right? We interviewed her, and the guy, he tried to clean the hotel room. She got mad. She said, "What are you doing? That's what I'm supposed to do." And women, like usually Filipinos, they want to be around you on a regular basis, so it's like different. You won't have that problem here, but I don't know. You think she had something going on? Like, or she was too big?
Yes, because lo and behold, we broke up with each other.
Yeah.
And then, although we sometimes communicated, sometimes we didn't, I found out later on that she's pregnant with another Dominican.
Ooh, I had a feeling. It sounded like it, yeah.
And
why you want so much space?
And he abandoned her.
See?
He left her.
See?
He abandoned her.
Yeah.
And so when she started to communicate back with me, we actually had sex again. And then all of a sudden, she was like, okay, I'm pregnant. Wow. And she didn't know if it was mine or his.
Oh, man.
You are not!
And
so she probably figured it was him because she was with him more, probably.
That's correct.
She was dipping and dabbling. Yeah, dipping and dabbling.
She can identify because 3 times a month and then
3 times a month to her, yeah.
It's the guy, so.
But a woman should know if it's like 10 days after your period, then it's probably that guy. Man.
What it is I don't understand the culture.
Yeah.
It's not easy to understand things where, okay, we come from New York, there's a certain level or a standard of how things are done.
Yeah.
In the Dominican Republic, everything that's unacceptable is acceptable. Everything that's right, everything that's right is wrong. Everything that's wrong is right.
Yeah.
So they're not accustomed to people criticizing them, saying that, no, you shouldn't do that way. Or, well, how about trying it this way? And when they make a mistake and say, well, why didn't you try doing it differently? They don't want to hear someone criticizing them and saying that, you know what, you made a mistake that you didn't have to. So it's like you're coming down on them, that they don't want to hear that. They want to hear that, everything.
Praise, always praise.
Yeah, always praise. No one wants to hear that they're doing the wrong thing. And, growing up in America, New York, you do the wrong thing. You got a bunch of family members looking down at you, like you're the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So it's actually like, you build calluses when people tell you all the time, like, no, you did this wrong. No, you did this wrong. Because you want to get, your family's approval. You want to hear that, you're not making so many mistakes. So after a while, you start making too many mistakes. You actually start saying, you know what? I'd like to do things a little differently. I want to do things better so I don't get criticized. But at least you develop this callous towards, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Thank you very much for pulling me up.
Yeah.
I appreciate the criticism. Now I can do better.
Yeah.
They're not accustomed to that, and I think that's one of the reasons why Americans may have a lot of problems, or may have some problems, developing, really good relationships, because how we do things. We're looking to be progressive. We're looking to do things correctly and do things in a way that, we can be progressive, in our lives. And down there, they're doing things the opposite, and they're not really willing, they do things, I want to call it like, they live in a comfort zone. So everything is like this. They see things like this, and they're not really comfortable doing things differently. So if doing things incorrectly is right, they don't want to do things right, which is wrong. So if you're Dominican, and your family doesn't tell you, well, this is how you should do it, and they see your mother or father doing it, they won't take advice from one of us and change the way they think and do things. They won't.
They're not open for criticism.
No, for criticism, yeah.
There's positive and negative criticism.
Exactly.
About the Philippines, though, first time you arrived, this is your first time in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
What's your first impression?
Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation by PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also, I have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger, not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also I have packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give a thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.